What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are going to be diving into everything related to SpotFix, the brand new feature. I guess it's a couple micro updates old, but we're finally talking about the feature that allows you to manually adjust certain regions inside of HueForge and change their color. And so without further ado, let's dive in. Now, SpotFix is a really cool feature that allows you to select certain regions of your HueForge and then edit where it's showing up on your color core. So you can't manually change the color per se, but you can change where it is showing up on your color core. And so we're going to dive into the basics, and then we're going to dive into a couple of some more advanced techniques, if you will. So to activate SpotFix, you're going to click this button up here that says SpotFix. Now, if you want to know more about SpotFix, you can open up this tab here. We are going to walk through this super quickly so that you know all of the different things that SpotFix does. So at the top, it says that SpotFix lets you selectively adjust the height of specific region in your lithophane or HueForge. Use it to smooth rough textures, flatten noisy areas, or shift individual regions up or down by a precise number of layers. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Click the SpotFix button up here, and then we will enter into a 3D mode. We'll be able to view our image here, and we'll see, I'm going to click out of this for a second, you'll see that we will have certain regions actually highlight in orange, and this is the region that we would be able to select in order to apply a SpotFix. So let's talk about some of the controls here, because there are some new keybinds that we need to look at. So we have plus and minus that will shift the region up or down by one layer. So this is the vertical change. So when you select a region, when you press the plus or the minus button, this will move it up or down one layer from where it originally was. F will cycle flatten modes. We'll talk about flatten modes here in a little bit. W and S will shift, increase or decrease the tolerance. And so this will allow you to make larger selections or smaller selections. 0 will reset the tolerance to 0. I will toggle the inside loop fill. Delete will delete that specific SpotFix region, and then escape will deselect the SpotFix that you are selected on. And then Control Z and Control Y are your undo and redo. Now we have several different modes. We have none, which is by default what's turned on whenever you select a region. We are in none, we're in off. This is the default. There's no flattening that's happening. So you're just selecting the region. And this means that region could have it could have different mesh heights across the entire region. And so when we're editing with this turned off, we're editing all of that mesh up or down a specific layer. But if we click flatten, it's going to make that layer, that region that you've selected, completely flat. It's going to flatten it. It's going to be smooth to the touch. It's not going to be bumpy. Clamp top will make it flat to the topmost, to the highest point in your region, and then clamp bottom will make it flat to the lowest point in your region. And then we have tolerances and then multi-region spot fixes. We'll talk about those in a little bit. Let's actually hop in here and stop yapping and actually talk about what this does. So what SpotFix does is it allows you to come in, this is Graves from Deadlock, it allows you to come in and actually select a region of your print here. And so if I hover my mouse over specific areas, you'll see that it's highlighting different parts of the print. Now down here, you're going to see this tolerance, and you're going to see that it's up by 6 right now. And that's because as I was playing around with it, I pressed the W key in order to bring my tolerance up. But I want you to watch what happens when I bring my tolerance down. So I'm hovering over the face. We have that region. I haven't clicked anything. I'm just hovering over it. And I'm going to press S, and you're going to see this number down here come down. It's going to go down to 5, 4, 3, 2, and I want you to notice what happened right there in the eye. The tolerance is bringing, as I'm bringing it down, it is bringing the amount of the region selected down. It's becoming more strict. And now we have none of the eye selected. Oh, now we can actually go, now we're at like the base, we're at the bottom. And then again, if I were to press W, I can bring it up. And you can see that the more I press W, the more that it selects. And as you can see, it moved into the eye, and then S brings it out of the eye. So this is just really a way for you to fine tune the region that you are trying to select. And we can put it on display here up in the hair. If I press S, it's going to bring it down. And if I press W, it's going to bring it up. Now, this is really nifty. If you have regions like this where we have some different types of shading happening, you can see we have, this area here, and it's very uneven. And let's say I want to select all of it because I want to spot fix that whole area. Well, then I could press that W key and be able to select it all. So we selected this strand of hair. Now, SpotFix is going to give us the option to do a couple different things. This is what I mean when it's by default off. This is our flatten mode, and it's by default off. And what it means is that when I click this little plus button, it is going to move all of this up its respective layers. And that's important because this darker green lives more in this area of our color core, and this lighter green probably lives right above the green on our color core. And this is very important for us to know. If I bring this up, these areas should start to turn white, and the darker green should start to turn lighter green. So I'm going to click this plus button. You're going to see it gets lighter, it gets lighter, it gets lighter. And now if I come off, these regions here are white, and this region here is light green. It's because we've moved everything up 3 layers. And we can do that until it's all white if we wanted to. Now it's at the very top of our color core, and just because if I bring the green down a little bit, it'll turn completely white, that you can see there. Just because my jade white has a low transmission distance, we're going to bring this down to where it was originally. Now we're back here to where we were at. Now let's actually play around with some of our flatten modes. So I want you to take a look at what this strand of hair looks like now. And then we're going to click flat, and look at what happens. It all becomes flat. We've lost these kind of splotchy areas because it's flat. And now if I bring it up, it moves up and down the color core together, and you can bring it all the way down to the bottom. You can move through the gray, through the green, and then all the way up to the white. And we'll bring it back to off, and then we're back to where we were at here originally. Now, what happens if I click top? I want you to think about it. If we're still, it's still a flat mode, so it's going to be flat, but it's going to flatten to the highest most point on our mesh core, on our print. So if you're looking at this image, what is the highest point? Well, because we're in standard mode, the highest point is going to be the lightest portion, or the portion that's higher on our color core. So when I click top, it's all going to move to that lighter color. You can see we all transforms this whole strand into this lighter portion of the strand of hair. Now, same exact deal. If I click bottom, now these lighter portions are going to disappear, and they're going to morph into the darker parts of our core. And then you can see that we get a much deeper green that pops out there. So those are your flatten modes. These are super handy because the image that I'm working with over here, as you can see, this is a pretty flat image. We don't have a lot of gradients happening up here in the hair, as you can see. And so we want this to be really flat. So I'm probably going to run with this section as flat. I'm going to press delete and get rid of that selection, and we're going to zoom out just a little bit. Now, let's put this to the test here. I want to do a multi-select, which means I want to select multiple regions of our image. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to actually get rid of that, and we're going to hover over this area again. I'm going to click that. Now I'm going to hold Control, and now I'm going to hover over another area and click. Then I'm going to hold Control. I'm going to hover over a different area. Now you can see here, I'm not selecting the whole section. I want to select the whole section, so what would I do? Well, I would press the W key, and I would be able to increase my tolerance. Make sure you're holding Control, though, when you click, so that you get all of these different regions now in your SpotFix. So all of these are selected, so when I click flat again, I'm flattening everything to that spot. Same thing with top, and then same thing to bottom. And we can continue to select. I'm going to Control click. I'm going to press S here to bring that tolerance down. Control click. I'm going to come here, Control click. I'm going to come up here, Control click, Control click. And we're just going to keep selecting the darker most regions of our hair, using the W and the S keys where necessary. in order to get a good selection. Okay, and for the sake of this example, I'm pretty happy. We're going to click bot. I want those to be really dark green. I want it to be a very deep green here. And so I clicked flatten bottom. If I click flatten top, you're going to see that it moves up quite a lot. But if I click flatten bottom, you're going to see that it moves down because it's picking the lowest point of our selection. And then we can even go further by clicking the down arrow again. And then eventually it's going to turn gray because we're leaving the green and we're moving to the green. And you can see that this -6, that is the amount of layers. We've brought it down 6 layers from where it was at originally. And so if we bring it back up to 0, that's where it was originally. And then we can press the minus button to bring it and change it as much as we want. Boom, just like that. So now we have just spot fixed the hair, and you can do this for as many regions on your image as possible. I've seen people that have run like 200 spot fixes on a specific image, and it looks pretty incredible. You can get very fine detail by doing this. Now, I want to show you just a quick trick that I've learned in my time with SpotFix. We're going to bring my brightness down just for the sake of example here. Yeah, and we're going to look at this background area here. Now, sometimes when you bring in an image, you know that you get this like really splotchy regions. Maybe it's on a flat area that you don't want to be splotchy, or maybe it's just, you know, the way that your image is. But these splotchy regions never look good. Now, I want you guys to kind of forget the fact that we brought our brightness down, because sometimes we know that this is just how it is default when we bring our image in. Here's what I like to do. Whenever you come into SpotFix, sometimes you'll see that like when we have these really splotchy regions, like you can adjust the tolerance to pick up like larger sections, but it's harder to get a clean match. You can get it, like that's a pretty clean match there. But one trick that I've learned is I can bring my brightness to a point to where the area that I want to edit is flat. Now it's going to adjust the brightness of the entire image, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, and I'm going to click the regions that I want to have that are splotchy in the original brightness, but I want to be flat whenever I go to print it. So I'm going to click a whole bunch of things here, and that's good for an example. So we have that, and then I'm going to click flat. So that way, when we bring the brightness back to where we were at originally, it's no longer splotchy. We've cured the splotchiness by moving the brightness up to where it was smooth, using SpotFix to select it very easily, and then making it flat, and then bringing the brightness back to where it was originally. Now, the really cool thing is you can actually have lots of fun with this. Let's say we want that part of the background to be green for some reason. Well, then we can, because we can move it up. Or if we want that part of the background to be maybe a darker gray, but still a little bit gray, well, then we can, and that's a darker gray than the rest of the image. And so you have a lot of flexibility here whenever you select areas, especially large background areas for SpotFix. And we could even do the same thing here with our black that we have selected up here. So we can use the W key, select black, and then we can bring this down or up and make that part of our background gray, or we can bring this up and make it green, or we can bring it all the way up and make it white for some reason. So there's lots of flexibility when it comes to SpotFix and the way that you play with it inside of HueForge. And so that is your basic overview when it comes to SpotFix. It is an incredible tool that you can use in any mode, standard mode, color pop mode, color match mode, any mode you want. And it allows you to get very granular over where selected regions show up on your color core. Now remember, this is not a Photoshop tool. You're not able to manually assign certain types of filament or certain colors to specific regions. Remember, they have to exist on your color core. But if they exist on your color core and you have your region selected, then you can use those plus and minus buttons to move it up or down on your color core to get a specific look that you want. It helps a lot in shading, it helps a lot in skin tones, and it helps a lot if you're trying to get very flat images inside of HueForge. Y'all, I hope that video was helpful. This was just my very brief overview on what SpotFix was and how it can best help you inside of HueForge. If you like tutorials like this, but you're really just wanting to go a little bit deeper into HueForge, then you should check out my Patreon. I have a full 10 module course that goes through absolutely everything that has to do with HueForge. You will go from complete beginner to color matching pro in the course of about 8 modules. We do one-on-one classes. We have group calls every single month. There's homework, practice images, contests, and challenges. It is an incredible community with almost 700 people in it. You don't want to miss out. Check the link in the description below to check it out. I'm actually running a little bit of an exclusive offer right now, so don't miss out on it. If you've wanted to learn HueForge, now is the best time for you to dive in. And hey, if you liked this video, then you should check out this video right here because I think you'll like it.